filled up well. His loving kindness will follow me, and there in his house I'll dwell. His loving kindness will follow me, and there in his house I'll dwell. How wise and loving my shepherd, his praises with joy I sing. The cheering news of his tender care to sheep like ones I will bring. His word I'll faithfully follow, walk carefully in his way. My glorious treasure of serving him, I'll gratefully use each day. My glorious treasure of serving him, I'll gratefully use each day. Love must come from deep in our hearts. There is a place affection starts. Real fellow feeling it imparts. For all our brothers dear, we will find a way to express loving intentions we possess, practicing don't betray, ever loyal we will be, guarding precious unity. When our love is pure and intense, we will be slow to take offense. Reason we have for confidence in all our brothers true. Loyal friendships we cultivate, each other we appreciate. Pleasurably we congregate, gaining our strength anew. Day by day we all transgress. Thoughtless words can often cause distress. So we must show tenderness to those whom our God does love. Therein lies the key to living. Therein lies the life we seek.
Christ-like love will never fail us. Christ-like love through us will speak.
Love of truth moves us to action.
Love of God moves us to love.
When we fail, He seeks to help us.
By His strength we rise above.
Love is pure and never jealous. Love is kind and bears all things. May we grow to love our brother. May we taste what true love brings. Resentment lead you. May it never take your hand. Look to God and He will guide you. He will teach you His commands. Love of God and love of neighbor. Everything that love should be. May we always show to others God-like love, yes, We live in a world that is wayward and lost. The way of our God is not known. We need sure direction to safeguard our steps. We cannot succeed on our own. Our meetings refresh us and brighten our hope. They help us build faith in our God. They move us with words that incite to find ease. They give us the strength to go on. We'll never forsake what Jehovah commands. His will is what we want to do. Our meetings instruct us in ways that are right. Our love for the truth they renew. Jehovah is keenly aware of our needs. His counsel by us should be heard. To buy out the time for occasions to meet shows wisdom and trust in His word. By wholesome instruction from God-fearing men, we learn how our faith can be shown. With loving support from our family of faith, we know that we're never alone. So as we look forward to much better times, we'll meet with the ones whom we love. And here at these meetings we'll learn how to live with wisdom that comes from above. With wisdom that comes
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
God is holy. Hallelujah. Bless his wonderful name. Come on, put those hands together, everybody. Our God is holy. Come on, lift your voice with us. Holy is the Lord, God Almighty, worthy to receive glory, worthy to receive honor, worthy to receive all our praise. Come on, let's sing that again. Our God is holy. He's holy. Holy is the Lord, God Almighty. Hallelujah. He's worthy to receive glory, worthy to receive honor, worthy to receive all our praise. Hallelujah. Come on, let's praise him together. Let's praise him. Oh, praise him and lift him. He's worthy of the praise. Let's exalt his name. Let's praise him. Oh, praise him and lift him. He's come tonight to praise him. Yeah. Let's exalt his name. Can you just wave your hands like he's holy? Our God is holy. Yes, he is. Holy is the Lord, God Almighty. God Almighty. He's worthy to receive glory, worthy to receive honor, worthy to receive all our praise. Hallelujah. Come on, all over the building. Let's praise him. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Praise him and lift him. Let's exalt his name. Look at your neighbor and say, praise him. Praise him and lift him up. Come tonight to praise him. Let's exalt his name. Just one more time. Come on. Let's praise him. Praise him and lift him up. Come on, let me hear you sing it. Praise him. Let's exalt his name. Let's praise him. Praise him and lift him up. Let's praise him. Let's exalt his name. Exalt his name.
bring the sacrifice of praise. We bring the sacrifice of praise into the house of the Lord. We bring the sacrifice of praise into the house of the
from afar with fire in his eyes. He's standing by your door. He's waiting for you. I see him standing by the door with fire in his eyes and healing in his wings to heal someone who believes. So open up your heart. He's waiting for you. Life is more than just a dream. How far can you see? What you say is who you are. When you believe, you will receive. I see him standing by the door with fire in his eyes and healing in his wings to heal someone who believes. So open up your heart. He's waiting for you. Should I go? Should I stay? Oh, there is fire in my eyes and healing in my wings. Oh, yeah. Whatever you want is here today. Oh, oh. Just open up your heart to let me in. And I hear God speaking through my mouth. He sees through my eyes with fire in his eyes to heal someone who believes. So open up your heart. He's waiting for you.
You are great, yes, you are Holy One. Walked upon the sea, raised the dead. You reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are great, yes, you are Holy One. Walked upon the sea, raised the dead. You reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are 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 great. Oh yeah. You are great. Say you are great. You are great. Say you are great. You are great. Everything, yeah.
Everything written about you is great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
Oh, you are great. You are.
You are great.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Say you are great. You are.
You are great.
Worship you today.
You are
Hey,
great.
everything.
Everything written about you is great.
Worship you today. Give him all the praise. Yeah. Mighty, mighty God.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Not for that station, Jojo.
Don't worry you.
We're passionate about it.
We love talking.
We are.
Your number one talk radio station. 95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM. To copy this tune, press 9.
This is Today 95.1 FM.
For current news and information, press 5.
They are politicians, all of them. They know what they do.
So they know how they attack each other.
And
To stay connected all day, press 1.
The person who raised the alarm is the one who made the public know about
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the world news on your premium talk radio station.
We are your premium talk radio station. Today 95.1 FM, the station with a unique dial.
Good morning, sir.
My pikin, how are you this morning?
I'm fine, sir.
You dey go school?
Yes, sir.
Make sure say you read.
Madam, please, can I have one small juice and 2 biscuits there? Please be fast. Okay, customer, pay no vex. I dey come, make her bring them.
Please, let me talk.
No, you're late. You're late already.
Plantain, buy plantain.
See as this small girl dey cross this busy road anyhow.
Sweet plantain.
So your mama no know say you too young to dey hawk?
Now one for mama, oh. I beg, come on for it, make I cross road.
Made in China.
Oh, buy your plantain.
Leave the road.
The fact that you're not financially buoyant doesn't mean that you should abuse your child. Most times, these children don't have the capacity or knowledge to carry on the tasks. Education, they say, is an important aspect in a child's life. So do well not to take away that opportunity from them, as it will affect them later in the future. Remember that giving out your child for early marriage could also affect the child's life. So stop child trafficking. Avoid sending them out in the name of making money, because the children today are the leaders of tomorrow. Don't ruin their future with your ignorance. Say no today to child abuse. Say no today to child trafficking. Say no today to child marriage. This This message is brought to you by Today95.1 FM.
We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be.
Corruption is a dishonest action that destroys people's trust. Corruption takes many forms and can be interpreted by many people in many ways. It is hard to enter into any sector in Nigeria without observing one corrupt practice or the other. The faces of corruption ranges from political, universities and college, bank sector, the civil service, even the religious bodies. In Nigeria, factors like greed, poor youth empowerment, poverty, unemployment, etc. are said to be responsible for corruption. However, no reason is good enough to be corrupt, because corruption is capable of crippling our economy, raise poverty level, bring about national crisis, as well as poor national development. Stop the embezzlement and misappropriation of public or government funds, bribery, malpractice, man no man, and treat all citizens equally today. A corrupt-free nation is possible. This message is powered by your premium talk radio Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Two shots. Look.
Would you also say this government?
Take one for that station, John.
Don't you worry, you.
We're passionate about it.
We love talking.
We are
your number one talk radio station, 95.1 FM. Here at Today, we bring you what you need to hear.
This is what they're going after. They're not going to
It has to be applicable to all situations.
No, it cannot be, because when the evidence.
Some people are not sure of 1 meal a day in a society with such huge potentials. If a criminal passes that place, whichever means he used in passing, and you turn around to blame the citizen, for instance, people will ask you, were you not there? Malaria kills Nigerians. Malaria.
News.
This is the world news. I am Annie Abdul Salam. In the headlines, Federal Executive
Sports
and entertainment. My name is Shubogu Najib. Straight up to football on the show.
This is Today. Every day, 24/7, 365. We are your official all-year radio station.
They're saying that the explanation given by the military was not enough to say that he saved up to buy those houses or to buy. Man, let me just quickly get your thoughts here so that we throw that into the opinion program. I think I have a picture of what Fayose looked like on that day and what he was saying from that caption. It's not just giving him a certificate. We must see the
consequential order must be obeyed first, as to even those who have not attended the law class. That place is that place.
This is where it comes about.
So why don't we start that first? You have that angle open now. Nothing is holding you from doing that now.
You look at it and make sure and understand that restructuring is what Nigeria needs.
Today's quest from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Catch Annie on this frequency, Monday to Friday.
That is absolutely their position. Respect the law. Now the question will be which law?
Today's quest, a sure way to start your day.
Because he hasn't really done anything here.
Yeah,
because both parties are contending.
Single person out there today. Good morning to you, good morning to us, good morning to the world. It is another day, another morning, and it is the 7th of November We're gradually going, we are. And, people should begin to prepare for the end of the year. And don't forget to prepare for January too. All right. My name is Andrew. Ifeemi Andrew in full, Andrew in short. And you're welcome to Morning Motivation here on Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. So I hope you had a great rest, and I'm pretty sure you are ready for today's work. Yeah, I'm really sure you are ready for today's work. If you aren't, you should begin to shape your mind. Okay? And if you're feeling lazy and you're feeling like you don't know what to do today, you're tired, you're feeling like I shouldn't go to work, remind yourself the reason why you're working. Last week when we talked about questions, I gave us 3 questions you could ask yourself when you feel demotivated, when you feel like you should stop. I gave us 3 questions, 3 good questions. So remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing, who you're doing it for, and the purpose for doing it. Remind yourself that. Think about that, and let that be a reason for you to put yourself together and say, hey, I'm going out today again to do this one more time. No quitting, no giving up. All right, that said, this morning, I'm going to share just a little something with us. The next few minutes that we have left. And I'll be talking to people who may be going through some issues today. A lot of us are going through stuff. That is correct. Some lighter than some weightier than some, you know. We love to measure as human beings. Someone will say, what are you going through? What you are going through is small compared to what I'm going through. So we always love to measure. The truth is, we all are going through one thing or the other, and in the eyes of every other person, what I'm going through is as heavy as yours. After all, God said he would not let a temptation that you cannot carry come upon you. So every situation, every circumstance anyone finds themselves now, it's according to their might, to their strength, and that's why it's equal. But what is the point in all of that? Many people going through something today are already saying they would want to give up, they are tired, it's difficult. A lot. You might just be thinking, okay, let me go do something wrong. Some people may even be advising you now, go and do this, go and do that. There's no need, just leave this. But you know one thing? If you don't get discomfort today, you would not get comfortable tomorrow. The truth is, today's pain is tomorrow's power. And that's why you see our forefathers, parents, our mothers, fathers are bold to tell us, when I was like you, I went through this. I'll tell you something. When they were going through it at the time they were like you, the truth is, they never thought they were going to talk about it later in the future. I'm sure sometimes while they were going through what they were going through when they were like us, they pretty much, didn't find it funny or interesting at all. But the fact that they stuck through it, and now they surpassed it and became something, it's easier for them to tell you, when I was like you, I went through this. I suffered, I lived in this, I did that, this happened to me. They begin to tell you the stories. Why? Today's pain is tomorrow's power. The more you suffer today, the stronger you are tomorrow. Have you ever heard of the saying that says that the more the trial comes, that means the bigger the blessing? The bigger the blessing, the closer you are to your breakthrough. That's why everything is getting tighter and tighter, and it's looking like everybody's on you, because some people doesn't want you to go through to that light that's in front of you. And so the devil will put everything in your way. It will ensure that he throws everything at you just to make you stop. The good news is, don't stop. Yesterday I told us that we haven't even touched our limits yet. We haven't. We don't. You haven't even pushed yourself. And I said, push yourself. Every day, tell yourself, one more step. I can do this. One more step. It's annoying. You get angry, you get upset. It's tiring. You feel like the world is all on you, and you're the only person who believes in who you are and is willing to help you. Now is, have you pushed yourself one more time? Push yourself, push yourself, push yourself. You can do it. You can. So don't let nothing stop you. Remember that the pain that you go through today would become the power tomorrow. Self-pity and how you exercise your willpower. When you say to yourself, I'm not stopping, I'm not quitting, I'm not giving up. I'm going on, I'm pushing further. I failed the last time, I'll try again. Oh, I failed 5 times before, I'm trying again. I failed 20 times before, I'm still going to try again. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping, I'm not falling and staying down. If I'm falling, I'm getting back up, but I am not staying down. Bravery, they say, means finding something more important than fear. Normally it's about facing your fear. The brave person, bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to stand in the face of your fear and face it, yeah? That is bravery. But the big question now is, have you thought about it in a different way? Because I choose to think that bravery means finding something more important than fear. Courage without meaning is just reckless. You can't just say, there's some people in the village or in your community that are just like, they're feeling like they are too courageous. Everything, they want to come out and raise their chest. You call it akbobi. You want to raise your akbobi and show everybody you have muscles, you're strong. That's not courage. And even if you want to classify that as courage, without direction, it's just being reckless. It's just going after everything. You want to fight everybody. And you feel like people are scared of you, so you want to come out for everybody. Brave people aren't fearless. Brave people have fears. Brave people fear. But they've simply found something that matters more to them than the fear they are facing. And that is why they're able to stand and go through the fear. Let's imagine you're scared to start a business. All you need to do is find a reason that has greater meaning than the fear. Find a reason that has a greater meaning than the fear. You're scared to start a business. You're scared to go take certain steps concerning your career. Find something that's greater than the fear. Why? Because you're scared, maybe you don't want to fail, or you think they'll reject you, or you think people will turn you down. Plenty of stuff like that. A lot of stuff like that. Let me tell you something. Find something more dear to you, something greater than that fear, and stick with it. That's how it works. That is how it works. Find a reason that has greater meaning than the fear. It could be your family's future. It could be your desire to make a difference. It could be a dream of a more fulfilling life. It could be the fear of dying poor. There's a lot of reasons that you can come out with that would outweigh the fear, and that would give you the courage you need to stand and face that fear. So it's not like because you're brave you don't have fears. You do, but you found something that's greater than the fear. That's why you're able to stand and face the fear. So wherever you are, don't look at what you're going through today. You may not be able to pay school fees. You may not have a house to stay. It's even difficult. It's even difficult to feed. Your kids cannot go to school. Your wife left you. Your husband left you. A lot of things happening. I can't say I understand how painful it is for you and how difficult things are. Because I don't. I'm not going through it right now, so I don't. I wouldn't say I do when I don't. But what I can tell you is this. Encourage yourself. That's the best encouragement you can get. The best encouragement you can get is the one you give yourself, not what I'm saying even now, not what someone will say to you. Because if after we say all of this and you don't tell yourself the truth about how you should get up all of this would mean nothing. It would mean absolutely nothing. Because what I'm supposed to be raising up is the fire in you. I'm supposed to be raising up the fire in you. And how can the fire in you start if you don't encourage yourself? It is the words that you tell yourself and think about and believe in. That's what I'm just coming to flame up. So when I say you can do it, it is because already somewhere inside of you, you are beginning to think that you can do it. And so I'm here to reassure you that you can do it. So if you haven't thought about doing it before, how does me saying you can do it help you? It becomes difficult. That's why I'm saying the best form of encouragement would be that one that you give yourself. You can do it. Look at yourself. And if for no reason at all, find a reason why you should go through this pain. Find a reason why you should survive that ailment. Find a reason why you should defeat cancer. If it's cancer, if it's HIV, find a reason why you are going to come out on top of it. Find out a reason why you have to live. Find a reason why you would get out of that predicament that you are now. Find a reason that's greater than the fear. That's greater than the disease, that's greater than the sickness, that's greater than the circumstance, that's greater than everything you're going through. And let that reason be the reason that fills you, that fires you up, that pumps you up every day. And you smile and say to yourself, I will overcome this. This too shall pass. It's seasons. It's like the weather. It's bright and it's dull. It's seasons, it comes and it goes. And whatever you're going through now, it's a phase. If only you understand that if you stick through it and go through it and pray to God to give you the extra strength and grace that you need, you will definitely go through it. Take it from someone who's gone through a lot too. You can and you will. That's how I wrap up the show this morning. Thank y'all very much. But we can't go any farther. We have to go for our morning exercise. So do what? Don't touch your dial. Just keep it locked right here on Today95.1 FM. Don't forget, my name is Andrew.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Today's morning stretches to get your body at its optimal for the day's quest.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chief Francis Fitness coming to you with another short topic of reasons why people don't lose weight. Reasons why people don't lose weight. I'm going to list this. Many of our social interaction include foods. Fast food restaurants have increased. We are less active than in the past. We find it unacceptable to be hungry. We misunderstand how weight is maintained. We forget the extra food we eat every day. We eat less than we did. Reasons why people don't lose weight. Many people think that weight loss is like emptying a bucket with a handle. A scoop out of the bucket today, tomorrow, next week will eventually empty the bucket. Not so with our bodies there. When we increase our food intake, our bodies try to absorb and store more calories. The next time we eat in excess of what our body needs. So even though we are cutting down most of the time, we will lose weight if we get extra calories part of the time. What do I mean by that? You cannot lose weight by cutting calories alone. Adequate exercise and healthy eating habits go hand in hand when it comes to weight loss. Today I'm talking about people that want to lose weight. When it comes to weight loss, most people simply don't get enough exercise to burn up the amount of calories that they have already consumed on a daily basis. A steady stream of calories without a means of a fat burn equals weight gain. It's plain and simple, just plain and simple theory. Now, simple rule or truth about weight loss is a healthy individual looking to maintain his or her weight or want to lose more weight and keep the weight off. Now, you must consistently burn off more calories than you take in. Any good type of weight loss diet can work as long as your calorie intake is consistently reduced every day and you do more exercises every day. Avoid restaurants, avoid fast food. Also, my advice goes to individuals who have major health concerns such as cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, should work with a professional nutrition to develop a healthy diet plan. If you are otherwise healthy but utterly confused about how to advise a certified nutritionist that will help you to arrange your diet and you maintain a proper track plan of working out. Okay, we're going to stop here and get ready to join me for a yoga exercise in a moment. We're going to be doing some yoga exercise like flexibility in a moment, okay? Join me in a moment. All right, we're back for yoga. We're going to be doing some yoga exercise right now. The environment is cool. The atmosphere is cool with the slow music. We're going to be doing some flexibility. You don't need anything. All you need is your mat, okay? Now we'll stand first. Stand in place. Let's do some warm-up first, okay? A slow warm-up. It's a slow exercise. Yoga is very good for your body. You've done cardio. You've done strength. Now we're doing yoga, okay? Now let's stretch the both hands up. Stretch your both hands up, up, and inhale. Remember the breathing. Inhale slowly and exhale through your mouth slowly. Now stand straight. Try to touch your toe without bending your knees. A lot of us are too stiff. You can't even reach up to your knee. Now grab your ankles. If you can't touch, just bend down there, but keep your knees straight. You feel the stretch in your hamstring, the back of your thighs, your lower back, and just stay there for 5 seconds. I count 1, 2. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now lie down and face up. As you're facing up, your back should be on the floor while your chest facing up, your forehead facing up. Now, slightly put your both hands back, okay, under your waist. Slightly lift it up and put your hand there. Now, lift only one leg up. The other leg should be flat on the floor. Lift your right leg up, up. Lift it up. Now you're going to move it up and down for me for 10 seconds and in a straight position with your head flat on the floor. Don't forget to breathe. Ready? Up. 1. Take it down. Again. 2, 3, 4. We're holding at 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up. Only that one leg up. Hold it. Your abs, you're shaking, but breathe. Don't hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Drop it down and switch to the left leg. Now lift the left leg up and give me that movement. 1, 2, up and down. 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7. We're holding at 10, 8, 9, and hold for me. Hold up and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Now you're going to lift up the both legs up for me. Leave your hands under your waist, okay? It supports, it helps support the weak back. Lift both legs now. Now you're going to move that both legs. Take it down slowly, okay? This works on your back and your abs. Take the both leg down slowly and bring it up in 10 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to breathe. 5. And don't go fast. It's slow motion. 6, 7, 8. Get ready to hold up. 9. Now lift that leg up and hold. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Keep it straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now face down. You're giving me a cat stretch. We're doing cat stretch yoga now. Cat stretch yoga. Face down. Now you're going to stretch your right hand out and your left leg back. Stretch it back. It's opposite direction. While the other hand and leg is holding your body weight. You're going to be shaking, but hold it there. Ready? Go. Right leg straight out and left leg back. Stay on your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. 5. And breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9. Interswitch. Other side. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now lie down and face down. Lie down and face down. Now you're going to give me Superman stretch. We call it Superman stretch. Stretch your both hands out and both legs out. When I say come up, you lift both of them up. Only your arms will be on the floor. And don't forget to breathe. At the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, up. Superman stretch. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Good job, guys. You're doing a great job. Well done. Well done so much. We're doing one more last one, okay? Now grab your ankles. Grab those ankles, your backward. Hold it with your ankles. If you can't grab your ankles, just touch. Lift it up. Now stretch up. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm so proud of you guys. Well done. You did a great job. For more information on that yoga stretch or anything, if you don't understand, I can also send you the picture of the exercises. For more information on this, WhatsApp me on 080-333-96765.
Today's stretch. Every weekday on The Quest. Powered by Today
95.1 FM.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such
a unique dial.
Hey, you want to speed drive? Come on, go to the racetrack. You want to smoke? Not on the steering wheel. You want to drink alcohol? Don't do it on wheels. Go to a bar and don't drive afterwards. Seat belts are not for fancy. They're there to save your life. Know your traffic rules and obey them because they are for your own good. Drive with care because life is dear.
Two-step to this, spin around, man. Drop-step to this.
Excuse me.
But even my friends have asked me that why didn't you prosecute years a weekend? You've forgotten that Goodluck Jonathan would never have supported the prosecution. There was no EFCC by that time.
Excuse me. I'm tired of thinking that when they sit there, they're talking for themselves.
We had thought it would be better, but they are going from worst to worst.
When I removed him from my office, he was taking the bottle of the extreme for less than 1 hour.
There is no point engaging in the exchange of words at all because there are many
engage? How would they engage? I mean, it's just normal.
Excuse me.
Get it when it's hot. We drop it like it's hot. Cause we are second to none. Today, 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
For crying out loud, why do you leave me at this point in time? Oh my God. Living my life now. I couldn't do a thing like that to me. What on earth did I do to this?
Suicide is a practice that is fast gaining dominance in Nigeria. Suicide is the intentional act of taking one's life. Within the first quarter of 2017 alone, many Nigerians have subscribed to suicide as a means to escaping depression, severe anxiety, acute stress, terminal diseases, lack of money or hope for survival, mental disorder, or even a heartbreak. The World Health Organization revealed that no fewer than 1 million people die annually from suicide, which represents a global mortality rate of 16 people per 100,000, or 1 death in every 40 seconds. It is also a fact that approximately 10 to 20 million people attempt suicide every year. But is anything worth dying for?
Oh my God.
Suicide is a major public health concern, but it is preventable. Talk to someone when you feel depressed. You can also prevent others from a suicide attempt by contacting the Nigerian Suicide Prevention Initiative on 080-621-06493 or 080-921-06493. Choose to live today because life is beautiful. This message is powered by your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Peace is a situation where there is no war or violence in a society. Peace allows wealth to accumulate and the society to advance.
Through peace, generations of wealth, education, technology can build up, thereby making people very prosperous and happy.
Without peace, there will be violence, war, and underdevelopment in our society. The most disadvantageous peace is far better than the most just war. Let us embrace peace for a better society.
This message is brought to you by your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM.
It's what I pray for my all around the world. It's what I pray for my.
Good morning, sir.
My pikin, how are you this morning?
I'm fine, sir.
You dey go school?
Yes, sir.
Make sure say you read.
Madam, please, can I have one small juice and 2 biscuits there? Please be fast. Okay, customer, no vex. I dey come, make her bring them. No, you're late. You're late already.
Plantain, buy plantain.
See as this small girl dey cross this busy road anyhow.
Sweet plantain.
So your mama no know say you too young to dey hawk?
Now one for mama. Oh, I bet come on for it, make I cross road.
Made in China.
Oh, buy your plantain.
Leave the road.
The fact that you're not financially buoyant doesn't mean that you should abuse your child. Most times, these children don't have the capacity or knowledge to carry on the tasks. Education, they say, is an important aspect in a child's life. So do well not to take away that opportunity from them, as it will affect them later in the future. Remember that giving out your child for early marriage could also affect the child's life. So stop child trafficking. Avoid sending them out in the name of making money, because the children today are the leaders of tomorrow. Don't ruin their future with your ignorance. Say no today to child abuse. Say no today to child trafficking. Say no today to child marriage. This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM.
We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be.
You may wonder why we chose to dabble into broadcasting. It is because on Today FM, we understand the right of every person and every group to fair coverage. In bringing you the news, we give you a platform to share your views. We give you a voice. Your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people, the people, the people.
Every day on Today 95.1 FM, there's always an opportunity to comment and air your views on our various programs. It's not just about us, it's about you, your opinion, and your voice.
President, don't you think that it's time to step down, sir?
Be part of the story, the gist, reactions, intrigues, and the news.
President Neil Patrick Harris has called for greater regulation.
Give us a feedback or join the conversation on Twitter at TodayFM951. Our Facebook address is Today95.1 FM, or join us on the number 0701-933-9962. That's our WhatsApp application. Be informed, be educated, and have fun. We are Today 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
I'm T-Ranger calling from Imo State.
My name is White calling from Bayelsa.
Hello, yes, this is Udwa calling from Akwa Ibom.
My name is John calling from Bayelsa.
Shamaka calling from Abia.
This is Toya calling from Bayelsa. I'm Divine calling from Port Harcourt.
With over 8 million listeners glued to this dial,
Why not take advantage
and showcase your product
and services to the world with rates that wouldn't break your bank?
Visit us at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt, or our city office, 21 Orobon Crescent, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt.
Give us a call today on
0803 35 57 986 or 0810 128 2937.
We are your number 1 talk radio station. Today 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up and make a move. 'Cause the world will never see you until you do. No, they don't really care what you're going through. So you gotta show them, baby. You gotta show them the real you. You gotta give them what you've got. No, don't let them see what you're not. 'Cause you are strong. You are wise. You are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And you can't be perfect, baby. 'Cause nobody's perfect, darling. But no, 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 there's nobody in the world like you. What do you do when you can't let go? What do you say when you just don't know how you feel? And you know nobody knows how you feel. 'Cause everybody's got their own damn problem. So everybody's trying to find their way. And day by day is a struggle. In this world, you know you have to hustle. Just know that you're not alone. You don't always have to be strong all by yourself. I said it's okay to ask for help. Now listen, people will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people who help redesign you. People will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people who help redesign you. You are a work of art. Bet you didn't think you'd come this far. Now here you are. Baby, you are strong. You are wise. You are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And you can't be perfect, baby. 'Cause nobody's perfect, darling. But no, 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 there's nobody in the world like you.
Great. Now
I pray thee once again. I wonder if it's surrounded by ones of such talent. You know? Speak life, live a humble and meek life. Ordinary day of the week life. Try to search and seek life. Way up. Keep your head up and stay up. Even when you're sore and pain up. Never giving up till it's game up. Keep your aim up. on what's bogus. Never sell out for a bonus. Handle your biz like grown-ups. Own up, it's amazing. The wage of fire keeps blazing. That's why I'm constantly praising. For some of them it's a face thing. So they're gazing on the street lights till them go catch up in street fights. 'Cause I'm pretending they're streetwise and put an end to a brief life. I feel like it's a mystery how we keep repeating our history, making the same mistakes as our ancestry. Seems like all of life lessons missed with. It's risky, so give praises. One day you may find your oasis. Rise up to the challenge you're faced with. Be full and creative. You'll make it. It's basics. People been doing it for ages in many other cultures and places on a regular basis. There's so many cases. Let's face it, man. Way too much time has been wasted, man. Building military bases, fighting a war with no basis. Life is sacred, and every baby born naked. Some are not one like them raised big and don't care what they're making. They can't take it, so speak life, man. All this darkness not feel right, man.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the World News here on your premium talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. I am Ifeemi Andrew. On the headlines, President Muhammadu Buhari receives Prince Charles and his wife at presidential villa. Nigerian police confirms assassination attempt on Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. Rivers APC slams Governor Nyesom Wike over his threat to withdraw traditional stool of any partisan paramount ruler. And on the foreign scene, Americans file out for 2018 midterm elections. And now, the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has received the Prince of Wales, Charles, and his wife, Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, at a presidential villa in Abuja. President Buhari and the Prince of Wales later proceeded for a meeting with traditional rulers at the residence of the British High Commissioner, Paul Arkwright. The royal couple will be meeting with some of Nigeria's youths, as well as the business community, the armed forces, and people from the arts and fashion sectors during the 3-day stay in Nigeria. And the presidency says the Nigerian laws do not allow President Muhammadu Buhari to interfere with activities of state governors. The presidency made the clarification as it distanced President Buhari from engaging with the bribery scandal involving Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje. Special Advisor on Media and Publicity Femi Adesina said the president's intervention means violation of the true federalism practiced in Nigeria.
I read the statement from Sarah. But you see, at times in Nigeria, it pays us to ask for true federalism. And then, at some other times, it pays us to ask the federal government to also interfere in states' matter in a way that is not in consonance with true federalism. That is a Kano State matter, and it's been investigated by the Kano State House of Assembly. It's not unlikely that some anti-graft agencies are also investigating. What then concerns the president at this point? Why must the president dabble into it at this point? Wouldn't it be contrary to the kind of federalism some people had always asked for? I'm sure at some point Sarah must have asked for true federalism in this country. Let's wait for investigation to run its course and then see if the federal government, through the anti-graft agencies, will be involved or not.
Recall that the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, recently wrote an open letter to the President urging him to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami or appropriate anti-graft agencies to investigate the allegations. And the Nigerian Senate has mandated its Committee on Gas to investigate how the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, diverted a dividend from the Nigerian Liquefied Natural Gas, NLNG, to fund petroleum subsidy. The resolution followed a point of order by the chairman of the committee, Albert Akpan, who sought the permission of his colleagues to allow the committee to get to work. The report against NNPC showed that the federal government allegedly diverted 387 billion naira to secretly fund subsidy payment in petroleum products and to boost fuel supply. Senate President Bukola Saraki authorized the Committee on Gas to focus strictly on the NLNG fund, while the other committee focuses on fuel subsidy generally. And similarly, the Nigerian Senate has mandated its Committee on Police Affairs to investigate the alleged assassination attempt on the Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu and members of his family. Our correspondent James Iga reports that Ekweremadu's Apple residence in Abuja was allegedly attacked in the early hours of Tuesday. Ekweremadu, who also narrated the ordeal to his colleagues at plenary yesterday, noted that one of the armed men was arrested.
God eventually caught one of them, and then the rest escaped. The annoying aspect of it, or the one that's very worrisome, is at this point, I called the IG of police. His phone was off. I called some of his aides, and whom I have their numbers. The phone rang out, and nobody had replied till now. I called the DIG operations. I now insisted that my people should invite the DPO in charge of our police station. We didn't see him until about 5:30. They sent his 2IC who came, and we showed him what happened. He saw some of the dangerous weapons that were left behind by those people when they ran away, including a jack, a knife, and some other dangerous weapon. So the problem here is that nobody is safe in this country. I just want to appeal to my colleagues and to the general public that we'll all continue to be prayerful and be conscious of our private security, because it appears now that the security of our lives now is no more in the hands of government, but in the hands of our Almighty God.
President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, while reacting to the attack, berated the Nigerian police for their alleged late response to emergency calls from the Enugu Senator Ekweremadu. He also mandated the committee to follow up on the investigations by the police. And in the meantime, the Nigerian police force has confirmed the assassination attempt on Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. Commissioner of Police in charge of the Federal Capital Territory Command, Bala Siroma, who made a confirmation, said the suspect, who is believed to be connected with the incident, was already in custody and the matter is being handled by the force headquarters. According to the commissioner, the police have sent a delegation led by the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Joshak Abila, to visit Senator Ekweremadu. He added that he was part of the delegation, while the police have begun an investigation to apprehend other suspects involved in the attack. And now the Independent National Electoral Commission says over 300,000 ineligible voters have been dropped from the voters' register after the automatic fingerprints identification system screened out their names. INEC noted that the screening was part of efforts aimed at ensuring a clean voters' register ahead of the 2019 general election. Yakubu Mahmood said that the Commission will commence the display of the National Register of Voters at polling units across the country. The INEC chairman made the disclosure when ECOWAS Facts delegation led by Chairman, National Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, and leader of the delegation paid him a fact-finding visit at the Commission.
We are prepared and we have been preparing for the 2019 general elections. In fact, we can say that the 2019 general elections is perhaps the most deliberately well-planned elections in our history. We have finished the strategic plan. We have finished our strategic program of action. We have completed the election project plan. We have issued a timetable and schedule of activities for the 2019 general elections. There are 14 activities. We have started implementing the activities. We are now on activity number 5, I believe. That is from the 9th of this month.
In his remark, leader of the ECOWAS fact-finding team and chairman National Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, Muhammad Ali Conte, said they were in INEC to familiarize themselves with facts and express satisfaction with the level of preparations. And now the Tripartite Committee on Review of National Minimum Wage submitted its report on the new minimum wage to President Muhammadu Buhari. In the report, the committee recommended 30,000 naira as the new national minimum wage. President Buhari received a report from the chairman of the committee and the former head of service of the Federation, Ama Pepple, at the presidential villa in Abuja. He thanked the members of the committee for their efforts and promised to send an executive bill to the National Assembly for approval. The president, however, warned workers in the country against allowing themselves to be used as bulwark. Meanwhile, the leadership of the Rivers State Council of the Nigeria Labour Congress has called its members to remain on standby following the suspension of the nationwide strike by the organized labour. The state chairman of the NLC, Beatrice Itubo, said the move is in compliance to the directive of the national leadership and of the union. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, Chinedu Iwuna, Itubo also thanked the workforce and the state for supporting labour leaders throughout the period of the struggle.
Yes, I want to thank our members here and in fact the Nigerian workers for their resilience, their spirit of solidarity. They were really with us. As you can see today, even today, you look at the whole places, we are empty. Workers were really out to prosecute this strike to its logical conclusion. But thanks to God that the government looked at the whole scenario and decided to do the needful. For now, we are the messages we got was that we should still be on alert, because it is not over until it is over. Because now this one has been done. In the process of taking it to the presidency, from the president to the National Assembly, for it to come back for the president to finally accept before it becomes a minimum wage act, there is still a long way. There are so many bridges to cross. So we are still on the watch.
And now, away from that, one Uche Umeda has been relieved of his duties as a special advisor to the Commissioner for Urban Development in Rivers State. The reason for his sack is not yet known, but State Commissioner for Urban Development and Physical Planning, Reason Onya, warned members of the public to desist from dealing with Umeda. Onya said the sack of a special advisor is with immediate effect.
My SA, Engineer Umeda, who's been quite close to me, is being relieved of his duty. He's no longer a SA. A new SA had been appointed in the person of Sir Honorable Gosi Abale JP. So all transactions as regards to the SA or the Office of the Honorable Commissioner of Urban Development and Physical Planning in River State henceforth should now be directed to Sir Honorable Gosi Abale JP and no longer Engineer Uche Umeda as it was.
And now to party matters. The All Progressive Congress in Rivers State have slammed Governor Nyesom Wike over what it described as public reprimand of traditional rulers in the state. The APC maintained that inasmuch as it is imperative the traditional rulers as leaders and custodians of the people's common heritage and culture should remain non-partisan, there is a belief that every traditional ruler understands and accepts this position. This is contained in a statement signed by the Director General of Tonye Coal Campaign Organization, Chidi Lloyd, who said the warning against the traditional rulers by the governor was harsh and disrespectful. The statement urged Governor Wike to accord the traditional institution its deserved respect and not to intimidate and incite the traditional rulers against any group or political party, as the governors present chastisement appear to indicate. Similarly, the senator representing Rivers East Senatorial District, Senator Andrew Uchendu, has also advised Governor Nyesom Wike to treat traditional rulers in the state with decorum, respect and honor. Senator Uchendu, who was reacting to comments by Governor Wike during the 108 and 109 General Session of Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers, expressed sadness that Governor Wike, in an alleged attempt to exert undue political influence, adopted the archaic tactics of intimidation and harassment. The senator also warned that any further disrespect of traditional institutions will not be taken lightly, just as he urged traditional rulers to be vigilant and reject intimidation from any politician. In a statement by his media aide, Solomon Akacha, the Rivers East Senator, however, commended the government for the successful hosting of the Council's General Session in Port Harcourt. If you just tuned in, you are listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more stories on the foreign scene. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the World News here on your premium talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Remember, you can watch us live in the studio on YouTube. Simply search for Today 95.1 FM, click on the live button, and then subscribe button. And now moving to other news, suspected kidnappers are still holding some of their victims abducted last Sunday along the Omudioga Road in Emoha local government area of Rivers State. The pregnant wife and relatives of some of those kidnapped are appealing to the kidnappers to release their relatives unconditionally. The wife of one of the victims, identified as Queen Victor, in a telephone interview said her health has deteriorated since the kidnap of her husband.
It has not been easy leaving a pregnant woman without anything, hoping that your husband has just gone out to come back the same day. At the end of the day, you're getting information that you have been kidnapped. It's not actually easy. I've just been here helplessly doing nothing. I don't know who to run to. I will always plead they should just help me and release my husband to me, because life without him is meaningless. I'm pregnant, nothing in the house.
Also speaking to our correspondent, Frida Lerici, some of the friends of the victims, including the chairman of Ameji's People's Assembly, Igwe Sunday, and one Ikechiko Omereji, revealed that the kidnappers have made contact and are demanding for 4 million naira each.
Kidnappers, until later today, that when I called one of them, he answered and told me that he need help. That as a chairman, I should try to see how they can be released from this place, and that they are demanding for 4 million naira.
Back in the days in secondary school, when a best man, he lost his parents, and for now there is nothing to write home about. I'm appealing to the...
Some of them just finished, like one of them, Mr. Festus Enyi, just finished from USC, so he has not gotten any job. As we speak, he's looking for a job. Mr. Bestman Wene, also one of the victims, is not doing anything. So they are all my members. They don't have no money. They are just trying to see how they can survive. So I think I'm begging them to release them.
And away from that now, normalcy is returned in the Olurum-Igbo axis of East-West Road after the violent protest that led to the death of one person. Our correspondent, Frida Lerici, who visited the scene, reports that about 8 police trucks, including a crack squad, are stationed in and around Umbolu. Passers-by, it was gathered, are ordered by police officers to raise their hands as they walk past Umbolu Junction. Some commuters told our correspondent that the security situation in the area is still fragile because of the magnitude of destruction that followed the killing of one of the protesters.
No, as you can see, it affects us. You know, see, at the top. No work, no passenger here.
The business now don't they scramble. Everything now don't they pending for now. People will feel walk, but we now when things come day like this, we know they work anything. Now, can see where they drive. They drive this Obiwale road. We don't go down to Mpolu. Now, I seen day like this now. They work now. Not only this one now. What's will happen? Since we did junction now, we know they work anything. Before, if we make 4,000 naira. Normally, as in be now, if you manage carry 2,000 naira go, even the 2,000 naira now with stroke. Not be to fix and make those things where you see where take this life of this particular guy. No be government where would they look onto now. Now government to come assist us. You don't understand? Make government come assist us. People they suffer here. See how business they shut down. Since how many months? No be saying that. No be only that yesterday. Oh no. Since over months now. See people.
Recall that spokesman of the Rivers State Police Command Nnamdi Omonia disclosed that 15 persons were arrested in connection with the violent protest in the area. Now, on the foreign scene, voters in the United States have filed out to cast their ballots for all 435 members of the House of Representatives, 35 of the 100 seats in the Senate, and 36 out of 50 state governors. Democrats need to unseat at least 23 Republicans to take control of the House and at least 2 to seize the Senate. Many seeded election as a referendum on President Donald Trump's presidency. Reports say attack ads and race-baiting allegations have made it one of the ugliest campaigns in recent times. And 6 people have been arrested in France on suspicion of planning to carry out a violent attack on President Emmanuel Macron. The individuals, reported to be 5 men and a woman, were picked up by the French security services in Brittany, northeast and southeast France. A judicial source said an investigation is now taking place into a criminal terrorist association. Details of the suspects and the alleged plot have not yet been released. And now to end the news, here is a summary of our top stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has received Prince Charles and his wife at the presidential villa in Abuja. Nigerian police has confirmed an assassination attempt on the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu. We also told you that Rivers APC has slammed Governor Nyesom Wike over his threat to withdraw the traditional stool of any partisan paramount ruler. And on the foreign scene, Americans have filed out for the 2018 midterm elections. And that was the news as edited by Chinedu Iwona. For comments and inquiries, please call 0815-341-8657 or 0814-434-3502 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories online at www.todayfmlive.com. Do well to like our page on Facebook at Today95.1 FM and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TodayFM951. And that's our package for you for this hour. Thank you very much for your time. Once again, good morning. And my name remains Ifeemi Andrew. Bye for now.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
I'm Chiwendu calling from Imo State.
My name is White calling from Bayelsa.
Hello, yes, this is Udwa calling from Akwa Ibom.
My name is John calling from Bayelsa.
Shamaka calling from Abia.
This is Toya calling from Bayelsa. I'm Divine calling from Port Harcourt.
With over 8 million listeners glued to this dial, why not take advantage
and showcase your product
and services to the world with rates that wouldn't break your back?
Visit us at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt, or our city office, 21 Orobom Crescent, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt.
Give us a call today on
0803 35 57 986 or 0810 128 2937.
We are your number 1 talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
In a world characterized with struggle, survival of the fittest, depression, frustration, we are designed to help the saints of God to take the kingdom of God forever. Therefore, Jabez International Ministry presents to you her annual conference 2018. Theme, see you at the top, breaking higher ground. Speakers, Archbishop Akko, Pastor Mrs. Tina Salvation, Dr. Mrs. Bassi, and host, Reverend Ann, Pastor Mrs. Patricia Eworo. Amen. Guest artists, E. Shalom, Sax Priest, The Psalmist, Combophonist, and the host choir. Date, 7th to 11th November 2018. Time schedule Wednesday to Friday 5 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. and Sunday 8 a.m. Venue at the Jabez International Ministry, plot 439A, Living Hero Street, off Sunny Abacha Road by Outgate Congress Hotel. For more inquiries, you can call 0803-550-3808, 0803-550-3808. It is time to take your possession. See you at the top.
Do you ask people to repeat themselves? Do you have difficulty hearing or understanding people when they speak? Must people shout for you to hear them, or do you have difficulty hearing during conversations? If the answer is yes to any of the above questions, then this is the solution to your problem. Borotone Audiology. At Borotone Audiology, we have standard medical instruments for treating hearing problems. Borotone Audiology is located at Kilometer 6 East-West Road, Alakaya, close to UPTH Gate. At Borotone Audiology, we have been treating people with hearing disabilities in Nigeria and overseas using our standard medical instruments. For more information, you can contact us 0706 766 1555. And if you're in Warri, Delta State, our address is 144 Airport Road by First Bank, Warri, Delta State. You can also call 0806 466 0025.
For all your adverts, announcements, jingles, church messages, you can trust Today FM production team. We deliver nothing but quality production. Hit us up on these numbers: 0803-534-6531 or 0803-209-5049. 0803-209-5049. Everything we touch, we give it a voice.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Hello, good morning. You're welcome. It is still your premium talk radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, 27 minutes past 7 o'clock. And this Tuesday morning, Abraham Keme is with me in the studio from NASAB Realities. You've always been hearing, and you would continue to hear, that it is possible to make money from the calls and recharge of other people. And also, you can also make money when they use their phone for whatever reason at all, browse the internet or whatever that they do. And this man right here with us in the studio is going to tell you how. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andrew. Good morning, listeners at home. We're here again this morning to invite everybody for our program coming up later this morning by 10 a.m. If you can't join us this morning by 10 a.m., you can join us by 2 p.m. For all those of you who can't make it today, you can make it tomorrow, or finally on Saturday by 10 a.m. in the morning. Now, in this program, we are going to be showing you how you can generate extra income, how you can make money as other people load recharge cards on their phones. Take note, this is not about printing or selling of recharge cards, but how you can practically generate extra income as other people spend on their lines, regardless of what they may be doing with their phones. They may be using them to send text messages, browse, whatever. As long as they are spending money on their lines, you can be making money. How is this possible? That's the reason why we are having this program. The second thing you'll be learning in this program is simply about how you can have access to instant loans. Instant loans simply by dialing a code on your phone as well. With these loans, you don't need the collateral. You don't need to have any paperwork done. You don't need any guarantors. All you may need to do is dial a code on your phone, and instantly, in less than 2 minutes, you're getting a loan to your bank account. Before now, the maximum you could get was 100,000, but as at today, it has been reviewed to 500,000. Take note, regardless of the network you're using, this loan service is for all networks and for all kinds of phones. All you need to do is dial a code on your phone, and in less than 2 minutes, you're getting a loan to your bank account. Kindly take note, this program is coming up in our office. Our office is at Aba Road, Corn Oil Petrol Station, Aba Road by Market Junction. So all you need to do is locate Corn Oil Petrol Station, Aba Road by Market Junction, Romomasi. The petrol station is between Air Force and 1st Artillery. All right. Now, if you want to be a part of this program, It's completely free of charge. However, we want to be practical. We want to show you what we are talking about practically, and that's why we are requesting that you come with 1,000 naira 9 mobile recharge card. Take note, this recharge card is for your own practicals. We are not collecting it from you, okay? It's not a gate pass. We want to practicalize what we're talking about so that you can see for yourself that what we are saying is real. Kindly take note that you're also expected to come with an additional 300 naira for which you will use to purchase a special SIM card at the venue for practical purposes only, okay? You want to be a part of this program, all you need to do right now, SMS the word yes. Yes, as in YES, yes, in a text message, and send it to 090 838 129 22. Just write the word yes and send to 090 838 129 22. Not to miss out, the number is 090 838 12922. Kindly take note, all participants of this program, you're going to be getting free 2,500 naira recharge cards courtesy of 9 Mobile, okay? So kindly take note that beyond all the information you're going to be getting in this program, you're also going to be going home with extra 2,500 naira recharge card dash also free recharge card. Yes.
Extra for you for your time
to cool your system.
All right. So people who are coming for the training today, you said it's happening at a Market Junction, Konoi Filling Station, Aba Road. It's at 2 sessions today, right?
Yeah, 2 sessions today, 10 to 12 in the morning. If you can't join us this morning, you can join us 2 to 4. Same thing tomorrow, and then finally on Saturday, 10 to 12 only.
Okay. So what would be the requirement? What should they come with? Are they coming with anything special aside coming with their phone and 1,000 naira 9 mobile recharge card?
Come with your phone, regardless of the kind of phone you're using. Come with 9 mobile, 1,000 naira recharge card is also available at the venue. And then come with also 300 naira, which you use to purchase a special SIM card for practical purposes, which is also available at the venue. Now, talking about this telecom industry, I always say this, a lot of money exchange hands in this telecom industry. In our country today, we are number 7 in the whole world for the most users of mobile phones. In our country today, we spend more money to recharge our phones than we spend on feeding. In our country today, the number of SIM cards and mobile phones have exceeded the number of human beings in our country. So you see a lot of money exchange hands. Even the World Bank have noticed that we spend more money to recharge our phones in Nigeria today than we spend on feeding. So you've had your phone for how many years now? How much is going into your bank account? That's what we're talking about. You see people making use of their phone, sending text messages and all that. How much is going into your bank account? That's what we're talking about here. Come and learn how you can make money as other people spend on their lines. Come and learn how you can, without you having to sell recharge cards to them. Take note. You can imagine you come out from your house and you see people making calls, and you are so sure that some money, a percentage of whatever they are spending on their phones is coming into your bank account. How will you feel? That's exactly how I feel in this business. Believe
how
me.
you feel is the anyways, the venue for this training is at Market Junction, Konoi Filling Station, Aba Road, and you have 2 sessions today. The first session starts by 10
a.m. this morning,
the
10 to 12, 2 to 4.
By 2 and lasts till 4
Same
p.m.
thing, yes, same thing for tomorrow. And then
finally
on Saturday, it's just 10 to 12 only.
When you say finally on Saturday, today is the only last day for the. After Saturday, you don't have another one.
Saturday is the last day.
Okay, so you do not want to miss 1,000 naira 9 mobile recharge card is what you need to come with, and your phone, regardless of any kind of phone. Is this open to everybody? Yes, that's a huge question.
Yeah, this program is open for everybody, no matter who you are, whether you go school or you not go school or you they work, they work. This program is for you. If you're listening to me right now and you believe say tomorrow go better, this program is for you. You've had a phone for years, you're not making money. This program is for you. So all you need to do is bring out your phones right now and write the word yes. Book a seat, write the word yes in a text message and send it to 090 838 12922. The number again is 090 838 12922. Not to miss out, 090 838 12922. There are sometimes some of my friends call me, and maybe due to network, they're like, hey, I can't hear you. But Mr. Andrew, it will shock you to know that my pocket is hearing them.
All right,
my pocket is hearing
Thank
them.
you very much. Don't forget, Konoy Filling Station, Aba Road, Market Junction is the place to go. Go there with 1,000 Naira iMobile recharge card, or get yourself an iMobile SIM card if you don't have one at the venue for 300 Naira.
Yeah.
You can also go with any line at all you're using,
regardless
any
of the network you're using,
or the phone. Go there and learn how you can actually make money with the call from the calls of other people. Once again, thank you very much. The phone number
090-838-12922. 090-838-12922.
All right, thank you very much. To have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Stay tuned. Sports comes up next.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
What a goal! Hangs it up for Ronaldo. Oh, my God!
Experience the glorious goals rush. The heated verbal jabs and even moments of madness. Experience the sensational swings, strokes and shots. The moments of victory and despair. Experience lights out on a majestic night in Singapore and a whole lot more.
On your premium talk news and sports radio station.
Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Listen to Sports Attack every weekday from 7:30 a.m. and Today Sports Live after the news update at 3 p.m. Stay tuned on Saturdays and Sundays for a bumper edition of Today Sports.
It's Wednesday, November 7, 2018. Good morning and welcome to Sport Attack, reaching you live on your premium news talk and station Today95.1 FM right here in Port Harcourt. My name is Emmanuel Chibuza, the top striker this morning, and I'll be serving you all the stories making the round from basketball, tennis, golf, and not forgetting football this morning.
My name is Simidele Adiagbo, the first ever Nigerian skeleton athlete to compete in the Winter Olympics. To keep tabs on trending sports stories across the globe, keep listening to Sports Attack on your premium talk, news, and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. You will be glad you did.
And of course, let's hear from the world of golf this morning, where teenage golfer Georgia Obo, who shattered the glass ceiling as the first Nigerian female professional golfer to play in the Ladies European Tour, says she's looking forward to the tournament in 2019 as she seeks to become a professional golfer.
Share of challenges and difficulties, but I thank God for the results in the end, and I pray that I'll continue to improve and get better. Now I plan on getting full playing privileges on the Ladies European Tour for the 2019 season, where I will become a professional golfer and begin the next stage in this wonderful game of golf.
Over under powerlifting, where Governor Akin Umembode of Lagos State has pledged the support of the state to ensuring that Nigeria gives a successful hosting of the World Powerlifting Championship. Umembode, who's made the pledge while hosting, the Minister of Youth and Sports Solomon Dalong also pledged to invest more in sports. Meanwhile, coach of Nigerian powerlifting team, Fecheto Are, has called on corporate bodies to support the team and hopes Nigeria's host to win the championship. Are also said that they need quality equipment in training to put out good results.
Yeah, after this venue is for us to go into festival and also select our team from the festival, and from there we go into campaign and start training these athletes to make sure that as we are hosting to win the world, and also call on the corporate body to come and support us and make sure that we are able. For now we don't have the powerlifting equipment. It's the equipment for now that is the problem. We need equipment, powerlifting equipment, because without the equipment we cannot host.
Over now to boxing this morning, where Tony Bellew says Odesanda Usyk is one of the most formidable fighters on the planet, but remains optimistic as he has nothing to lose. Usyk, unified cruiserweight champion, defends his 4 world title belt against Bellew, who looks set to retire following the fight at Manchester Arena on Saturday night. Sky Sports betting expert Carl Frock has backed Bellew to pull off a stunning knockout against the undefeated Usyk, saying the Liverpoolian will be given an added boost on his final appearance in the boxing ring. Speaking to Sky Sports News, he said, I have nothing to lose going into this fight, nothing whatsoever. Let's hear from Tony Bellew this morning.
The most formidable cruiserweight that we have personally ever seen, barring Evander Holyfield. I think he's the most formidable fighter, one of them on the planet. And I just want to know if I can beat him, I think I can. I just genuinely believe I'm going to get him. And I just see I'm going to get to him at some stage, but he is brilliant. He's won every single belt in this division. There's nothing he hasn't won. I want it to come now. It's been so long, this camp, it's been hard. I haven't had a piece of bread, mate, for 3 months.
Bellew is keen to test himself against the best out there and says, if I beat this guy, I've achieved everything I can.
I haven't had a fizzy drink for 3 months. I want a bar of chocolate really, really bad, and I can't have one till Sunday. So I just want the fight to come. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to testing myself against the best out there that there possibly is, that I can possibly do it again. I beat this guy, I've achieved everything I can possibly achieve and more, and I'm going to do that on Saturday night.
And of course, I can do that on Saturday night. That's the word of Tony Bellew. Meanwhile, Deontay Wilder says he will do what must be done as he prepares to take on Tyson Fury on December the 1st. The WBC champion says he wants to match his words with action against the Briton.
Whatever he says will be used against him. And what I got to do, what I have to do, what I must do, will automatically be applied without words. My action will be applied without his words. So whatever words he's using towards me, that will be extra applied to it. So that brings more pain to this game. My manifestation is now. My year is now. Come December the 1st, y'all all witness the madness of the Bronze Bomber. Bomb Squad!
That's the Bronze Bomber right there, Deontay Wilder. Over now to tennis, where 5-time champion Novak Djokovic will face Alexander Zverev, Marin Cilic, and John Isner in the group stages of the ATP finals after the draw was confirmed in London. Top seed Djokovic returned to the top of the world rankings following Rafael Nadal's withdrawal from last week's Paris Masters due to injury. Nadal confirmed on Monday he would skip the end-of-season finals in London to undergo ankle surgery. American Isner, the lowest seed in the 8-player tournament, was confirmed as the Spaniard's replacement. Number 3 seed Zverev and number 5 seed Cilic complete group Guga Quartin. Roger Federer seeking his 100th career ATP title and 6th end-of-year crown is the number 2 seed at the O2 Arena and has been drawn alongside number 4 Kevin Anderson, number 6 Dominic Thiem, and number 7 Kei Nishikori in group Leighton Hewitt. Anderson came from 2 sets down to defeat Federer in the Wimbledon quarterfinal in July. The ATP finals take place in London on November 11th to 18th with Group Hewitt matches kicking off the action on Sunday. To the fast track of Formula 1 this morning, where Mercedes may say they have unfinished business at this weekend's Brazilian Grand Prix, despite Lewis Hamilton already tying up his 5th world title. The team are determined to win the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship double for the 5th consecutive year. They will do so as long as Ferrari do not outscore them by more than 12 points at the Interlagos on Sunday. Over now to the NBA this morning, where Thunder guard Russell Westbrook left the floor late in the third quarter against the New Orleans Pelicans with what the team called a left ankle sprain. Westbrook underwent x-rays and they were negative. Thunder coach Bill Donovan said the severity of the sprain was unknown and that the team will have a better view about it in the course of the week. Westbrook was leaping for a rebound against Anthony Davis and came down awkwardly, rolling over in pain before slapping the floor. He got up and limped immediately to the locker room with help from trainers. So other results of matches played this morning, where the Charlotte Hornets got the better of the Atlanta Hawks 113 to 102 as Kemba Walker scored 29 points in that encounter. Dallas Mavericks defeated Washington Wizards also in that encounter. And of course, let's move over to football this morning. From the NNL, let's go this morning where the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, has spoken about the insurance of Benin's victory over Treasury of Ibadan, saying that the team got a good result because they were well motivated for that encounter.
Sports administration needs standby funds. These are players that are not owed salary, they are not owed their allowances. As we play today, their winning bonuses are already with them, and their hotel accommodation and away matches are prepared ahead of time, and they got all the facilities that they need. They have it, and their account is very good. So for us, it's all about bringing what we see abroad home.
He also said the team is one of the youngest right there in the NNL.
I am so excited that we have a very young team. And this team started from the Shaibu Amadu team. So we now have a system that produces players. If you look today's match, our boys are the youngest. They are small. But what they have on there is football. And they displayed it.
While the manager of the Edo Arsenal, Baswaye, says the victory of the team was as a result of collective effort from everyone.
Everybody contributed because they said one person can never quench fire. So it's togetherness. And I think today we have achieved what we have not gotten for the past 11 years. Yes. So I say thank you to everybody. Thank you to the Edo State. Thank you for you yourself, the media. So thank you very much.
While the manager of Shooting Star Sports Club Ibadan said they gave everything even in defeat, as they will continue to push to gain promotion to the NPFL.
Normally in the game of football, when you go for it, you want to win. You want the 3 points. We wanted the 3 points. We gave everything yesterday and today. But unfortunately, at the end, we couldn't take even a point. No problem. We accept it. That's football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. We've learned one or two things here, which we think will go forward in our pursuit of getting Premiership status.
And to the NPFL this morning, where Emeka Atuloma is expected to complete his transfer to Akwa United today, according to Score Nigeria. Atuloma, a defensive midfielder, featured for the Chan Eagles at this year's Championship of African Nations in Morocco, where Nigeria lost to the host country in the final. Atuloma was sought after by a host of European teams, but fitness concerns got to the move when it eventually came, having seen off a year's contract extension at Rivers United after an initial 2-year run. Atuloma thought it was time to move, according to his agent. Elsewhere this morning, where Turkish coach Mehmet Tayfun is expected to arrive in Nigeria today to resume as head coach of Heartland, while goalkeeper Chijoke Jogu has completed a switch back to the Nazi Millionaires. Tayfun joined Heartland in May as part of partnership agreement with Boluspor, a second-tier league side in Turkey. He headed back home in Turkey in June, following the late resumption of the NPFL after the World Cup break, while Chijoke Jogu, the one they call Arugo Monkey, has already completed a switch to Heartland. Jogu was part of the Heartland team to the 2018 Southeast South Football Preseason Tournament in Abakaliki. He kept a clean sheet in the Nazi Millionaires College draw on the opening day of the tournament on a Sunday. To the Super Eagles camp this morning we'll go, where Eyimba goalkeeper Theophilus Apello High has celebrated his late call-up to the Super Eagles, saying it's the chance he has been waiting for. Fellow High will be a late replacement for injured Francis Zoho for the coach-coming 2019 qualifiers in South Africa and a friendly against Uganda. He said, "This is the opportunity I have been ready for." The former Canopola shortstopper said, "I hope to take it." Fellow High shone as Eyimba reached the semi-final of this year's CAF Confederation Cup, as he did so while keeping Super Eagles goalkeeper Ikechukwu Zenwa on the bench. He has also been involved with the Chan Eagles. And over now to the European scene this morning we'll go. West Spanish champions Barcelona reached the Champions League knockout phase with 2 games to spare, despite being held by a spirited Inter Milan in a dramatic finish at the San Siro. Barcelona, without the injured Lionel Messi, took a late lead when substitute Malcolm scored moments after coming on, but Inter leveled when Mauro Icardi was given time to turn in the back box and blast in front from close range. Inter remained second in Group B, 3 points ahead of Tottenham Hotspur. To other results of matches played yesterday, where Monaco lost at home 4-0 to Club Brugge, a heaviest defeat on the continent. Atletico Madrid defeated Borussia Dortmund by 2-0. Antoine Griezmann among the goals right there. And in Group B, Inter Milan won, Barcelona won, as Tottenham needed a brace from Hurricane. Of course, a deflection to beat PSV, coming from behind right there to beat PSV by 2-1 at Wembley. In Group C, Red Star Belgrade stunned Liverpool by 2-0 as Napoli and Paris Saint-Germain played out a 1-0 draw right there. FC Porto defeated Lokomotiv Moscow by 4-1 in Group D, as Schalke 04 defeated Galatasaray by 2-0. Ahead of tonight's matches, Romelu Lukaku will miss Man United's Champions League game against Juventus through injury, as Jose Mourinho confirmed the striker is also a doubt for the Manchester derby, while midfielder Nemanja Matic says there's unity in the team ahead of the tie against Juventus.
When we win the game, we are all together. When we lose, we are all together. And sometimes the media put the pressure, but this is not true, that what they are writing. We are all united. we are trying to work hard, and we will continue like this because, as I said, the club, Man United, the name obligates us to be professionals, to try to turn the situation as soon as possible, and this is exactly what we are doing.
There's something behind the name Man United. To other games to expect today: PFC Bayern Munich up against AK Athens, Benfica up against Ajax, and in Group F it will be Lyon up against Hoffenheim, Manchester City up against Shakhtar Donetsk, while in Group G it will be CSKA Moscow up against AS Roma, Victoria Plzen up against Real Madrid, and of course not forgetting in Group H, Valencia up against Young Boys. Early kickoff Friday as Juventus do battle with Man United at the Allianz Stadium. Lastly, before we go this morning, let's tell you that Man City and Paris Saint-Germain are cheating and should be sanctioned according to La Liga following financial conduct allegations. German news magazine Der Spiegel says City and PSG overvalued sponsorship deals to help meet UEFA's financial fair play rules, and it says that in 2014 the clubs negotiated with FIFA President Gianni Infantino, who was then General Secretary of European Football's governing body UEFA, to agree reduce the punishment. City say they will not be commenting on the claims and that the attempt to damage their reputation is organized and clear. Paris Saint-Germain have been contacted for a response. It's a wrap on the show this morning, and of course you can join the sports crew at the news of the day by 3 p.m. for today's Sport Live. If not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sport. Emmanuel Chibuzo, taking a bow.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
It is a wonderful day right here, and we are here to bring you good news. All right, and with me in the studio this lovely, awesome day is a man who you've probably heard before, but he talks about awesome things, always giving you good news, wonderful opportunities, and he's here to share one with us this lovely day. Now, he's no other than Mr. Mike Fogbe, and he is from Hantech Global Africa, and he is here to talk about so many awesome, beautiful opportunities that await us to take advantage of and make the most of so that we can turn around our financial futures. Good to have you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. It has been a while.
Yes.
All right, today we're going to be taking a look at online businesses. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we know how it is that these days nobody wants to go to Jankara Market.
Yes,
nobody wants to go to Balogun.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to just go on www.swing.com. But today we're going to understand exactly how that works, the opportunities, that are within online businesses or online marketplaces. And Mr. Mike Fogbe would take us on this journey today. Now, interestingly, could you just, for those who don't even know what it is, let us start from the basic.
Good.
What is an online business?
Okay, very good question. Online business is any business done on the internet. Online, internet is the same thing. People call it anything online, web market, but anything done outside the traditional way of doing business, going to what they call a shop, brick walls,
brick and mortar.
Exact brick and mortars. Anything that is done online on the internet is online business.
Fantastic. Can you help us with some few examples of online businesses in terms of you may not need to call it any brand name,
yes,
but kind of businesses that we probably use on a regular in Nigeria.
Very good question. Like you said earlier on, that people are no longer interested in buying anything in Jankara Market, or you go to one store to buy things. Look at the traffic in Lagos, all those stress. But these days there are a lot of online businesses that one can do from, should I say, the comfort of our various homes. We can do a whole lot. We can do e-business. You can do e-market. You can do e-currency. A lot. People do all manner of online business, web designs, shopping, e-commerce. These are things you do online. Anything you can think of that you do the traditional way of doing business that you can do online is done online. And one thing about online is this: you get more visibilities. You understand? Yes. For instance, how many people can come to the shop to buy things? compared to when you are online, do your adverts online, and you can reach to like 1 million people in less than 1 hour. Wow. This you can never achieve on your brick and mortar business.
Now, that is very interesting. I mean, the numbers you're calling right now is quite staggering. Now, when you see all of these things, I mean, some people will be like, but is it not very expensive? I mean, we know how much it is that we spend putting adverts on radio. Could you just help us understand how cheap or how expensive is it to do a proper online business?
One thing is this, business is changing, and doing business online is cheaper. For instance, if you want to do brick and mortar, you have to rent a shop. It's quite expensive. You have to get this and that, very expensive. But online businesses with little amount, you can start your business. Some people, I've seen people just buy a few clothes from China online, and then they have a website developed 5,000 naira where people can get their items. I mean, and then they have Okada riders, a lot of them where they deliver the goods. You get a good, you see a goods online, for instance, and then you order from the shop, and then the next day it's there, and then you look at what you want to buy before you pay. The convenience of doing business, and the startup cost is very cheaper. It's cheap compared to traditional way of doing business, and we are going to introduce people to online business that will generate money for us, and then will change the life of many.
Fantastic. I was even going to go there. It's like you thought the questions out of my mind. All right. So now that you're here, you're telling us about this, how beautiful it is. What are the possible online businesses? I mean, you said you're going to introduce. Could you just tell us one, especially as regards online business? Because somebody will tell you, I sell my market on Instagram now. Am I not doing online?
Yes.
What's different between my own and your own? Can you just tell us about that business and what makes it totally unique?
Excellent. Now, the business we're doing online, I'm going to introduce people to is it's called e-currencies. It's a new e-currency. That's electronic currency.
Fantastic.
It's just online currency. They call it anything e-currency, electronic currency. Some people call it FX market. Yes, it's something now we want to introduce to people. And then what do we do in e-currency? We trade a currency against another currency to make money. That's it. And then we're talking of an international market where you have access to the international market, where you speculate a price of one currency against the other, and then we profit from it. Let me give you a very good example of how this is done. Looking at our traditional way of doing this business. Now, I'll give a very good example of Bureau de Change. Now, Bureau de Change, what do you do in Bureau de Change? You sell and buy dollar, right? So the Bureau de Change guy, that's the malam, sell dollars. There's always a difference maybe between the buy and the sell price. Okay. Now, if I buy a dollar, say 360, I think dollar is trading 360. Right, if I have a know-how, if I have a knowledge, if I have maybe a privileged information that dollar is going to get to 500 naira. God forbid bad thing, we don't pray that in Nigeria, because that's going to hurt us a lot. Okay. So if you think, okay, dollar is going to get to that amount, what do? I just go and buy dollar. So if I buy that dollar, I'm speculating. So if my speculation is right, and then dollar gets to 400 or 450,
or even 370,
that means for every dollar I've made 10 naira.
Wow.
So if maybe let's say I bought a $10,000, so that means I've made 10,000 times 10. Wow. That's 100,000 naira. Some people do this kind of a business and make money. So what we are going to do is the same thing online, but this time around we are dealing with international currencies, foreign currencies like pounds and USD, Japanese yen, and then exactly. And let me tell you guys, this is a business that one can do risk-free if you know what you are doing, and that's one thing Hunter Global stands for. We teach people how to take advantage of the market.
I was going to say, because when you say if you know what you're doing, how do we know if no one teaches us?
Exactly, and that is one thing Ante Global stands for. Ante Global, it's should I say, a financial technology company that has been in existence for 27 years.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we pride ourselves as one of the brokers that train people on how to take advantage of this market. Now, this market we're talking about is the largest financial market in the world. 5.3 trillion US dollars is the volume traded daily. So it's the largest market
Please call that amount. I like the sound of money. Please say it again.
I beg, the money is too much. 5.3 trillion US dollars.
My God.
It's bigger than the largest economy in the world. Okay? Everybody, one way or the other, participates in this market. If you buy your, let's say, if you are doing any transaction on your dollar MasterCard, you are participating in the currency market.
People are benefiting off you.
Because the currency market is where everybody goes to change his one currency to another. So what we are doing in the market is to speculate price movement and make money from it. And then Hantec Global, what we do is to teach people how to spot opportunity in this market. And anybody can do this, as in anybody, regardless of age, regardless of sex, regardless of race, regardless of qualification, anybody. And do you know one thing? The beautiful thing about this thing is everybody has what it takes to trade this market. Everybody has, should I say, the gadgets to trade this market. If you have a mobile phone, for instance, a smartphone.
Because there's a difference between mobile and smartphone.
No,
I can bring my touchlight phone now. And
yes, if it's touchlight phone and you can do WhatsApp on it, you can do Facebook. For me, it's a smartphone.
Fantastic.
Regardless of the price, if it's 5,000 naira, I don't care. As long as you can do your Facebook and WhatsApp.
Fantastic.
And you have your internet, which you browse with. That's all you need to trade this market. Of course, if you have a laptop, it's good. But because the world is on the go, you need a mobile phone to do it more comfortably. Anywhere in the downfall, you can trade. In your bedroom, you can trade. Even in a meeting, you can take advantage of the market and make money.
Now, for some people who would say that, online businesses are overrated, let me just stick to my 9 to 5. What is your advice for them?
Honestly speaking, the person is missing. Yes, because look at your 9 to 5 is good, right? Very, very good. Okay, but another thing is, why can't you turn your phone to what I call 3D, dollar dispensing device?
Please say that again. Dollar
dispensing device.
Wonderful.
Why don't you turn that your phone while you're in your office doing your 9 to 5 job? You could as well trade this market on your mobile phone and still be making money.
This is interesting.
Yeah, so whoever says I'm doing this my job is just losing out.
So instead of spending all that time on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, making all the noise in the world, you can as well just spend that energy and time.
Exactly. It's not about doing Facebook. It's not because it's good.
You can actually make money with.
Yes, you can make money. As long as you can make money, and that is one thing I tell people: don't shut away your life. No, don't do that. Don't shut. It's good to communicate. It's good to relate with people, but then it's also good to increase our earning capacity. Fantastic. And that is what we've brought to you guys. And
okay, now it's amazing that you talked about, Hantec Global wanting to teach people, educate people.
Yeah.
Could you just share with us, how we or anyone who wants to learn about this, how they can learn about this, where they can go to learn about this?
Exactly. This is very simple. Actually, we have seminars and training running in our offices. We have offices almost everywhere in Nigeria. We have in Lagos, we have in Port Harcourt, we have in Abuja, we have in Ibadan, we have in New York, we have in Ilorin. Now, spreading the gospel of wealth creation. Okay, so anybody who wants to learn how to generate funds trading on e-currency, we have experts in the house. For instance, my name Mike Fope Adiwale. I've been trading this market for over 13 years. I left my banking job 10 years ago.
Say it again.
I left my banking job, lucrative banking job, 10 years ago. Okay, and I've been trading, doing fantastically well. And the same secret in which I trade with, making money, is what we are sharing freely with our clients. So if you want to learn how to take advantage of this market, all you need to do is simple: just send your name, space, Location could be if you're in Port Harcourt, Mike space PH. If you are in Uyo, Mike space Uyo. To this number is 080-5690-5612. If you want to take advantage of learning how to make money trading online, it's simple. All you need to do is send your name, space, location to this number is 080-5690-5612.
And just for you to know that Hunter Global Africa holds seminars every Saturday at all the offices in Lagos, Ibadan, PH, Ilorin, Abuja. It is a 2-hour seminar that would throw some more light, into basically what we have talked about and online businesses in particular. And they're also running an end of the year promo for new and existing clients.
Yes.
The star prize, is an all expense paid trip to Dubai.
Yes, so
a partner of your choosing. The runner-up will get an iPhone X. Okay. Wow.
Yes.
And the third prize would be a heavy Christmas hamper. If it be you, remember that the seminar is free, and to reserve a seat, you need to send your name and your location to 0805-690-5612. That is 0805-690-5612. Now, for those that have listened to us before and have shown interest, the seminar runs every Saturday. Do not
sometimes Friday in some centers.
In some centers, Friday as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you miss the last one this Friday or this Saturday in whatever center, but remember, you can just send that SMS for you to find out which center is having what at what time.
Exactly.
All right, so there's another opportunity, and do not forget also, there's limited space, so you have to be there on time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mike Fope, and we hope to do this again next week.
Yes.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Do not touch that dial.
Calling from Imo State.
My name is White, calling from Bayelsa.
Hello, yes, this is Udwa calling from Akwa Ibom.
My name is John, calling from Obasha.
Yamaka calling from Abia.
This is Soya, calling from Bayelsa. I'm Divine, calling from Port Harcourt.
With over 8 million listeners glued to this dial, why not take advantage?
Showcase your product
and services to the world with rates that wouldn't break your back.
Visit us at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt, or our city office, 21 Orobom Crescent, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt.
Give us a call today on
0803 35 57 986 or 0810 128 2937.
We are your number 1 talk radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
For all your adverts, announcements, jingles, church messages, you can trust Today FM production team. We deliver nothing but quality production. Hit us up on these numbers: 0803-534-6531 or 0803-209-5049. 0803-209-5049. Everything we touch, we give it a voice.
You also say don't worry. This government.
For that station, John.
Don't worry you.
We're passionate about it.
We love talking.
We are
your number 1 talk radio station, 95.1 FM.
Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
My name is Ifeanyi. I'm calling you from. Hello?
Yes, today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
My name is William. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, William from Port Harcourt. Go ahead.
Talk radio.
You have a right to say no, right? All right.
I'm calling from Unipua.
Okay, thank you so much from Unipua. We are the station that needs no introduction. Of course, you know, we give the best in news, sports.
You like football, right?
entertainment, politics. In fact, call it talk. Yes, we know there's a lot you want to hear, and that is why we talk about everything.
Talk radio.
We're right before you. It's just a dial away. This is your number one premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
Hold on, Kata. No, don't say else. Just bring 5,000 now.
Only. Make the Qatar day. Make the code remain.
Yeah, they worry.
You were not aware you're a thief. Now that you know that your money is coming from a thief, do you not see why you're a thief?
All right, still talking about affairs of the federal government. We understand also that the federal government...
Welcome to today's edition of Beats and Pieces in the Premium Talk and Newsway.
It's going to be 1-1 Morata. 1-0 is never good enough.
That's why we're called the voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Act.
Here we go.
Peace is a situation where there is no war or violence in a society. Peace allows wealth to accumulate and the society to advance.
Through peace, generations of wealth, education, technology can build up, thereby making people very prosperous and happy.
Without peace, there will be violence, war, and underdevelopment in our society. The most disadvantageous peace is far better than the most just war. Let us embrace peace for a better society.
This message is brought to you by your Premium Talk Radio, Today 95.1 FM.
It's what I pray for all around the world. It's what I pray for my.
They're saying that the explanation given by the military was not enough to say that he saved up to buy those houses or to buy. Man, let me just quickly get your thoughts here so that we throw that into the opinion program. I think I have a picture of what Fayose looked like on that day and what he was saying from that caption. It's not just giving him a certificate. We must see the
consequential order must be obeyed first, as to even those who have not attended the law class. Now you want that place. That place.
This is where it comes.
So why don't we start that first? You have that angle open now. Nothing is holding you from doing that now.
You look at it and make sure and understand that restructuring is what Nigeria needs.
Today's quest from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Catch Annie on this frequency, Monday to Friday.
That is absolutely their position. Respect the law. Now the question will be which law?
Today's quest, a sure way to start your day.
Because he hasn't really done anything here.
Yeah,
because both parties are contending.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
You don't wake up one day and say, okay, this policy is working, and then you expect it to crash the market in the next.
Cassava variety that takes 7 months. Do they know it or they don't?
What's the beginning?
Because you can see they are involved.
They are involved, true.
So how can you solve it? What will stop it? They're involved. Look at 1.something billion special allowance, 1.2 billion special allowance, padding of budget, 4 billion, this billion, 400 billion. How can they stop
Hello,
it?
good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, what's your name?
Yeah, this is Mr. Zion. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Zion, go ahead.
I think I totally disagree with the man.
Today's quests with Annie.
Wake up to today's quest.
Wake up.
All the news and information you need in one go. Get started with the best of sports, lifestyle, analysis, and Annie.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? Wake up to today's quest with Annie on Today 95.1 FM from 6 to 11 a.m. weekdays. Wake up to today's quest.
Wake up.
All the news and information you need in one go. Get started with the best of sports, lifestyle, analysis, and Annie.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? Wake up to today's quest with Annie on Today 95.1 FM from 6 to 11 a.m. weekdays. Fantastic.
All right, good morning and welcome to another day, the 7th of November. Beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. You're welcome. 11 minutes past 8 o'clock. And this is the newspaper review on your premium talk radio station, Today 95.1 FM. You would be hearing my voice a lot more. So for those of us who may be getting used to it for the first time, get used to it even more. My name is Andrew. Ifeyemi Andrew. And Mr. Emmanuel Lundukwe, of course, is always with me in the studio. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Nigeria.
All right. And yes, so quite a lot to talk about. In Rivers State and outside Rivers State. On the news, for many people who may not know, assassination attempt at the life of the Deputy Senate President. He had this story to tell. He said the funny thing about the situation was he called the IG at the time and his phone was off. And some other people he called at that time, they weren't taking their calls until the whole process, was done. And then, well, investigations are currently on. One person was apprehended, I think, by his own personal security that may be with him at the time. Picture still not clear, but he was worried at the fact that as security agencies who serve the public, how come your phones are off or you don't take your calls? Is that some... as people say, if you're a civil servant, your phone should not be off. At every time, any call could come in at any time.
Well, my brother is like Mado is shocked. I'm also shocked because I believe that, yes, truly the IG must have his private time. It's not in doubt.
Yeah.
However, I think there should be a dedicated line that should be very much alive always. Always. Considering exactly the kind of job he's doing for the nation. So why would it be that the line that Ekweremadu has perhaps is not that particular dedicated line? Because quite frankly, I believe there must be such a line that should be 24/7 on. So that if he call, you get, even if
you don't get to him directly, there's somebody
but
there.
Another person that may tell him whatever you have discussed with him and all that. But it's a shocker to see that or to hear that the line was completely dead. And he called others that even rang.
They even rang, but they didn't pick and nobody came.
It is unfortunate.
I think the part where I found funny was when he said that Nigerians should begin to pray. It's obvious that the security of our lives and properties are now in the hands of God. That was what he was saying in the plenary to fellow senators in the House. Well, investigation is on and a committee has been set up to also look into it. Plus, for good news for Democrats and Republicans alike in the United States. Democrats now have retaken the U.S. House. Republicans are keeping the Senate. So I think the battle is still on for Trump and the Democrats.
Of course. Let's see exactly where it reaches its own, what will happen.
The idea, many thought the Democrats could, on a full swoop, just take over both sides of the House, and then that would spell doom for Donald Trump presidency. Anyways, we'll see how they handle their democracy in their country. In the meantime, we'll focus on what we have in our own country, and we're starting from the home front on the Punch newspaper here in Rivers State. Wike unveils plan for tourism development in Rivers. Governor Wike of Rivers State has reiterated his his commitment to develop the tourism potential of the state. The governor, in a meeting with journalists on the sidelines of the recently concluded National Festival of Arts and Culture held in Port Harcourt, said there was a need to constantly showcase the cultural heritage of Rivers to manage its tourism potential in such a way as to enhance its economic growth. It's a great idea. We have the Kano Reef, that's one, but then it seems to be like most of the times when we talk about tourism potential, harnessing tourism potential, it's mostly about putting up events rather than trying to see how we can make those sites that we have, those natural sites, those sites with rich heritage, make them appealing. Yes, turn them like we have in other parts of the world. You go there, yes, and people come from all over the world to see these things. I think that is what it's supposed to mean when you want to develop tourism, rather than putting together concerts and events and all of that festivals.
Well, maybe it's a progressive exercise. Maybe they're working themselves up to that particular, because when you make some sites special centers, it will earn revenue. When we are talking about not being able to pay this much or that much, internally generated revenue base could be expanded to help out in cushioning the effect of all these difficulties. But I think government certainly must be thinking along that line.
Well, if we had something like we have at the Peace Park, imagine the Peace Park as it is, as beautiful as it is. The Pleasure Park as beautiful as it is. Imagine it is for some people it's a tourist attraction. For some people, it is a tourist attraction. If we had any of the natural sites in Rivers State, I'm trying to get one that will come off top of my head now. Made to look as beautiful like as that and have some side attractions that would definitely attract people. Like we have the Beijing Wall in China.
Of course.
How beautiful that is.
Well, let's not cross to China. Just get to Obudukato Ranch.
Obudukato Ranch.
So,
or the Gurara Falls.
Yes.
Well, let's see what the plans are. But according to the governor, we know that the government will be working on it. According to what he said River State has a rich cultural heritage and the potential to emerge as a first-class tourist destination. For this reason, I have said that every year we must host a major cultural activity in the state. In doing this, we hope to showcase the cultural and tourism potential of the state to the rest. This is exactly what we just said. Must it be just showing off of? It's good to put activities together, but why not make those sites itself? For instance, in Bayelsa State, where your Loibri, you go to that place and it looks like, okay, this is it. Why not try to make it look beautiful and appealing to the eyes and attractive to people around the world, so they can travel and come stay for days and go visit and take pictures. We hope that this plan by the government would go a long way to boost internally generated revenue. But then let's get on to another headline on the Punch. At this time, it's on the side of the APC. They lose 4 more reps to defection. APC loses 4 more reps to defection. So 4 members